Today, I'm going to talk about death. When I turned 30 and had children, I had developed a fear of death. Something I never really thought much about before. But I started to notice people around me getting older, dropping off, disappearing from this realm. Then I realized one day, you will disappear, and so will I. And this fear haunted me for quite some time. So I decided to do what only I knew could help me. And that was to dive deeper into the fear, to figure out what was underneath this. So late one night, as I was chatting to ChatGPT, my spiritual advisor, I asked it, is reincarnation real, or is there any possibility of it? And sadly, it replied that while it is a beautiful philosophical idea, there is no scientific evidence to it. This saddened me. But I did remember hearing before that the air that we breathe is the same air that our ancestors were breathing in. So it means that possibly you are breathing in the same air that your grandfather or great-grandfather or grandmother or great-great-great-grandmother were breathing in, which I always thought was beautiful. And then I also remember the idea of our atoms. Someone told me, I have very limited scientific belief, but I do remember hearing that when we die, our atoms are recycled. They go back into the earth, into the trees, into the air, into the water. So I asked ChatGPT, was this true? And it said, yes, it was true. And then I said, well, does that mean then, in theory, that sometime down the line, the atoms that are in me, after I pass from this dimension, could in fact be part of a fox? And it said, theoretically, yes. This brought me great ease, because I realized that no matter what happens, if I consciously pass, disappear, I'm never truly gone. I'm still lingering on there. I'm still part of something, still part of the universe. Maybe I'm part of a cup of tea that you'll drink in the future, or a beer that somebody will drink. Wouldn't that be fantastic? But the idea of the fox reminded me of something. An episode of The Simpsons. Remember that weird episode where Homer meets a fox? But I remember many years later, the fox is a spiritual animal in the episode. It's voiced by Johnny Cash. And this whole thing shot to me. The song, The Highwayman, or The Highwaymen, performed by the band The Highwaymen, which is Johnny Cash, Willie Nelson, Chris Christopherson, and Waylon Jennings. The last verse that Johnny Cash sings is quite weird. I always thought it was strange, but now it makes a lot of sense, especially to how I'm thinking at the moment. And I'm going to read you these lyrics right now. I fly a starship across the universe divide, and when I reach the other side, I'll find a place to rest my spirit if I can. Perhaps I may become a highwayman again, or I may simply be a single drop of rain, but I will remain. I'll be back again and again and again and again. So it all made sense to me after my chat with ChatGPT, and after listening to that verse of The Highwaymen by Johnny Cash, which I highly recommend. It's kind of like Mufasa said in The Lion King, circle of life. Like Carl Sagan always said, we're made of star stuff. That's more true than we even understand, I think. That's how I got over my fear of death, because I now believe, in my own way, that were never truly gone. Have a lovely day.